Hey, we'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor, iZotope, makers of software and plugins for audio repair, mixing, and mastering. We use iZotope products here at the High Gain. It's an important part of how we've been able to bottle pure podcast gold week after week. And guess what? iZotope offers 1 free month of Music Production Suite Pro, which has all the tools you need to mix, master, and repair audio. Also, you can get 10% off all other software using the promo code FRET10. That's FRET10. All of this is at iZotope.com, iZotope.com.
Hey, this is Ed Peterson.
And this is John Kieltyka.
This is the High Gain Podcast.
High Gain Podcast.
Yep, we're going to talk about guitars.
Guitars, yep.
Maybe we're going to talk about beverages.
Beverages, too.
And where are we recording from, John?
Beautiful, West Seattle, Washington, Ed.
Great. It's a nice day. We went for another walk today.
It is a very nice day today.
Yep. It was pretty bad this week, but, I think people like the weekly weather update from West Seattle.
I think so.
I think we've been getting a lot of feedback to keep up the weather updates because we're like old men and we talk about the fucking weather.
Oh, my bones are aching. Must be gonna rain.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. That's a real fancy, pretty guitar you got there.
That is a very fancy, pretty guitar indeed.
Yep. I bet you can go up real high on the neck. I bet you can get to about that 24th fret, no problemo.
Beverages.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What do you got today, John?
What do I have? You know what?
Yeah.
I went with an old classic I haven't had in a long time. Just kind of felt like it.
Right.
Normally, I reserve the 7-Up for if I'm feeling ill.
Yeah, you get like the upset stomach. You have a little 7-Up. That's very old school of you. I bet your mom did that.
You know what else I like 7-Up with?
Seagram's.
Pho.
Do you go to the, is it Tran Brothers? Tan Brothers.
Tan Brothers. Went there just last night.
That place is great, and it's really inexpensive.
Because you're not paying for manners. That's one thing.
Hey, come on. Jeez. But, 7-Up is a pretty normie. You went pretty normcore today.
I did go normcore.
It's a good beverage when you're going real corporate.
Corporate beverage.
Yeah.
Really?
I think that they are owned by the Mormons. Is that right?
This is produced under the authority of Dr. Pepper / 7-Up Incorporated.
Oh, okay. Warren Buffett owns controlling interest or like a huge part of Coke. Isn't that right?
Is it?
I don't know why I know who owns controlling interest in major corporations in America, but I do. Or I think I do, and then I just state them as fact.
Especially with the beverages, you cannot be too careful. We were drinking the what do you call it, beverage?
the with the dude groping pilots and whatnot.
the gropey pilot beverage.
The LaCroix.
Yeah.
A nice pamplemousse. I had a nice pamplemousse one day, and then the same day news breaks that this dude's groping dicks.
Yeah. We were sitting here drinking perv water.
Perv water.
Yeah.
Right.
So
exactly.
We've tried to be more careful in the interim.
I got a Seattle kombucha company. Non-alcoholic and refreshingly probiotic.
Oh.
I got the OMG flavor.
Really?
Orange, mango, and ginger. I'm going to try some. Oh, this is great.
Is it?
That one time we got kombucha and had kombucha shots.
Uh-huh.
And they were those like cayenne ones. Remember that?
I thought it was pretty good.
They were fire bangers.
We had a guest that day, did we not?
Was that the Brady episode?
It was. Poor Brady stuck in Oklahoma wondering why we're coughing up half a lung.
Right. There have been a couple of beverages that I would not put in my mouth again.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as things to put in my mouth hole, there's a couple that I'm not into.
This, Ed, is a Paul Reed Smith.
PRS
guitar.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you all about PRS guitars, Ed.
Yeah.
This particular one is from the Artist series.
Can I just give you my initial impressions?
No.
I'm not into it.
Why not?
You know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to go out and buy a Mercedes. It's just not a car I'm going to drive. It's got 4 wheels and you can drive it around and it costs $90,000 or whatever for a basic 4-door sedan.
So the PRS is too fancy for you.
It is a Mercedes. If that's your thing, ostentatious displays of wealth and extravagance, mission accomplished. Gold hardware, little fancy birdie boy inlays. The one aesthetic detail that I think is cool is they kind of carve out the tone controls and actually recess them a little bit into the body. I think that little aesthetic touch, that's kind of cool. By the same token, I'm probably not going to buy like a Gretsch White Falcon. It's just super ostentatious.
True.
That's it. That's my impression of the Paul Reed Smith. Not my thing.
I have a very similar impression. So let's dive into the guts of this thing and see if anything it does or sounds like can shed light on that impression.
Look at me. I'm double fisting over here. I got a coffee in one hand and a Seattle Kombucha Company in the other. I've also got a bag of licorice all sorts from Husky Deli here in lovely West Seattle when we were up by Thunder Road.
Maybe
licorice.
a feller could have a couple of those?
Oh, you want some licorice?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very old school. This is like old school licorice.
Viewers,
Yeah.
I want you to know that you need to be very careful with your licorice intake.
It doesn't make your pee weird or anything. What does it do?
Monica, my wife,
Your lovely wife, Monica.
she went on a licorice jag once.
Oh, I do that.
She loves the salt licorice from Sweden.
Not into that.
A Swedish relative sent her a bunch.
Ugh.
So she was eating the hell out of it. She starts to feel like her heart's pounding.
Non-stop licorice consumption?
Yeah, she goes to the doctor.
Yeah.
Well, your blood pressure is elevated. And so in trying to figure this out, the doctor asks her, have you by any chance been eating a lot of licorice?
That's weird.
She says, well, yeah. Why? Apparently it raises blood pressure.
Huh.
Yeah, so I want you all to be very careful.
Be careful, guys.
Paul Reed Smith.
Yeah, the dude.
These guitars are named after a dude.
What's his name?
His name is Paul Reed Smith.
No. Is Reed his middle name, or is it Reed Smith, like with a hyphen?
Reed is apparently his middle name.
Okay. R-E-E-D.
That's right.
Paul is P-A-U-L?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to check me on Smith?
Okay.
We can call him Paulie.
Paulie.
He's born in Maryland.
I don't know much about Maryland.
You know what they have down there in Maryland? Blue claw crabs.
Okay.
Take these things out of the water.
Yep.
Their claws are blue.
Sure.
Delicious.
Ugh. Not into it.
He's born and raised in Maryland, Paul Reed Smith.
What's he up to these days?
Oh, he's doing all kinds of stuff.
Still banging them out.
Very much with us.
Great. How old is he? What year was he born?
56.
He was born in 56.
Yeah. Young man.
62 years old.
Yeah.
That's great.
He loves guitars and guitar manufacturers and all of that stuff. He follows Leo and follows Ted McCarty and
Follows
Gibson.
them on Twitter and
like,
Facebook.
Yeah, in 56, sure.
Follows them around physically.
The stalker laws were quite lax.
Okay.
He stays in Maryland for college, goes to a place called St. Mary's College.
Okay.
1975, he's a sophomore there.
Is that a Catholic school?
Maybe. He's studying math.
That's cool. Liberal arts.
Yeah.
Okay.
While he's there, he decides to approach the head of the music department.
He was born in 56?
He was a sophomore in 75.
76 is a bicentennial.
Is it?
For whatever reason, I was real patriotic.
He approaches the head of the music department and says, hey, if I were to attempt to build a guitar, would you look at it and maybe give me credit for it? Yeah, sure. Build a guitar, I'll look at it.
Had he built guitars before then?
Never built one.
Really?
Yeah. Just wanted to learn how to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So he did it and got the credit.
Okay.
What was that design based on?
Strat, SG are the two closest variants there.
That's what he was thinking at the time and kept thinking through the development of all the PRS stuff. He knew that people love Fenders.
Mm-hmm.
He also knew that people love Gibsons.
Mm-hmm.
If he could hit it somewhere in the middle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and his personal favorite?
Les Paul Jr.
Yes.
Wow. Did you catch that, viewers? That I nailed Paul Reed Smith's personal favorite guitar?
Yeah, so he gets his 4 credits and proceeds to drop out of college.
I love this guy.
College?
Did that first guitar have birdie inlays?
We do not know. We could maybe ask Paul Reed Smith.
Listeners,
Yep.
Big news. We've got Paul Reed Smith on the phone.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, Paul.
Hey,
what's
Paul,
going
how
on?
you doing?
Oh, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's a little noisy.
Oh, great. Yeah, it was, you're right.
Okay, so there were birds?
Yeah, everything you say is right. Great.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Paul.
Yeah.
So he starts doing that in his brother's apartment.
Oh,
He goes
great.
to live with his brother, and he's like, hey, mind if I turn like half this apartment into a guitar shop? And his brother's like, yeah, all right.
I'm suddenly becoming a fan. If this story continues on the trajectory it's on right now, I might go buy a Paul Reed Smith.
Wow.
I appreciate that, Ed.
Okay.
So he does a bunch. He makes a bunch of prototypes,
Yeah.
and he thinks that what he wants to do is license them.
Okay.
He wants to license the design. He approaches Ovation,
Okay.
Kramer, Guild, Yamaha.
Is this like still 75, 76?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They all say either no or they want too much of a cut, too much of an ownership in the design itself.
Okay.
What's our guy Paul do?
Starts a company.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to do it myself.
I wonder if there are some 76 to like 80.
Prototypes?
Yeah.
I'll bet those are cool. In 85, he founds Paul Reed Smith Guitars.
1985.
Mm-hmm.
You were a junior.
Yeah.
I was a sophomore. I'm younger than you. I think the viewers know that. I think they can just tell.
Yeah, they can hear it. They can hear the inherent decrepitude in most things I say.
Yeah, and that I'm like a little kid. I'm
Yeah.
like a little cutie guy.
Yeah, Eddie.
Yeah, little Eddie, little baby Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to a Christian school.
Wow.
My freshman year, maybe there was alcohol involved or something, and then maybe there was this discussion that like maybe Eddie should get a little bit of the Jesus beat into him.
No thanks.
So I went to this school, and they did not kick me out. They just told me I couldn't come back.
1 year.
I made it a year.
That's great.
A non-zero amount of Ed Peterson's current religious thinking has a lot to do with going to Christian school for a year.
Amen.
Amen, brother. Yeah. So he founds a company.
He founds a company.
Okay.
And he decides, I got to go to NAM, North American Musical Merchandisers Association.
How did he get there?
He probably drove. I don't know.
You think he drove or do you think he flew?
I don't know what the hell he did.
He's in Massachusetts.
Maryland.
He's in Massachusetts.
Yep.
And and you think he's driving to California?
Yeah, here's why.
Because he didn't die in a plane crash like Ricky Nelson.
What year was that?
1985.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah. He had 2 kids. He was 45 when he died.
He produces, Paul Reed Smith, 20 guitars.
In 85?
Yeah, he figures, okay, I'm going to make 20 guitars and I'm going to take them to NAM.
Oh, cool.
And I'm going to see if I can't drum up some interest in this. These 20 guitars
Yes.
have become legendary.
Okay.
They are now referred to as the NAM 20.
Oh, man, that's cool. That's cool, too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm super into that. Did they look pretty much like this body style?
They did. The first iteration of this kind of shape and appointments was called the Custom Series. They were all made one at a time by him.
Yeah.
And they all had the kind of figured maple top, mahogany back and sides, Brazilian rosewood fretboard.
Nowadays.
Now you can't have that.
Right.
Stop tail didn't come until later. He had a tremolo system on it.
Floyd Rose designed tremolo?
No, that was a PRS tremolo system.
Okay.
For these custom guitars, he did everything. These tuning machines are designed by him.
Huh.
The pickups are designed and made by PRS. He wasn't pulling anything off the shelf. If you bought one of these, he made 100% of that thing.
Wow.
So he takes a bunch of orders at NAM, and boom, these things sell out, and people place orders for more, and he's off to the races.
85. We got Ronald Reagan and Gorbachev.
People are playing them. People are loving them.
Yeah.
1986 to 1990, he starts tweaking it a little bit.
Okay.
So from the custom series, he goes into the signature series.
Okay.
He wanted them to be ultimate quality wood grade. It has to pass some kind of high quality bar.
It looks like striping on a big cat.
It's really nice.
Yeah. Maybe a guy like me, I get that thing. I bust out the spray paint can and just go right over the top. And then I bet you got a killer guitar.
Okay, so starting in 86, yes, extremely figured maple top.
Yep.
The fret inlays are flying birds.
Maybe my least favorite part of that guitar is the bird inlays. Basically, what I'm saying is I hate well-crafted quality instruments where you can see the quality. As a position to take, I don't know that that's the hill I should die on.
Also in 86, he brings on a consultant.
Okay.
He brings on Ted McCarty.
Oh, no shit.
He brings Ted out of retirement.
Great. And Ted is from...
Gibson. Ted McCarty looms large over the guitar landscape just for his pure design chops.
Sure.
The wraparound stop-tail piece, that's a McCarty banger.
Okay.
Yeah. So he brings on McCarty and starts picking his brain and showing these guitars to Ted, and they become friends. And this lasts all the way until McCarty's death in 2001.
Oh, we lost him.
But he was really into PRS. He liked Paul Reed. He believed in the guitars. This guitar,
yeah,
it has tone and volume controls.
Yeah.
But it has a third control that is a rotary switch.
It looks like another volume control.
But it's not.
It's not.
So...
Yep.
Neck pickup.
Yep.
Bridge pickup.
Yep.
And in between. And then one on either side. This thing's got 22 frets.
Oh, does it? I thought. Okay.
Early on, they had 24.
I thought it
way
had 24.
early on.
Like the cut so deep, I kind of thought it was a 24 banger, but it's
cut
not.
so deep.
Deep cuts.
So, in keeping with the time, 80s into 90s, we have opted to go through a turbo tube screamer.
Yeah. Yep.
We're going to mix that with a little bit of here and now.
Yeah.
What do you know about Earthquaker devices, Ed?
I know a lot about them.
Okay, what's this pedal you made me plug into?
You're plugged into a Earthquaker Devices rainbow machine.
What should I turn on?
Don't turn on the magic yet.
Okay,
Don't
just
do
turn
it.
on this thing.
Turn on the pedal.
Okay.
So it's like a polyphonic pitch shifting kind of thing. Hit that magic switch.
Okay.
That thing. John is not playing right now.
I'm not playing.
No.
91 to 93, he switches into what he calls the Artist series. This is actually part of the Artist series 2.
Okay.
The second phase from 93 to 96. So what's different here?
I don't know.
The fretboard is rosewood, and there's maple binding. I don't know if you see that.
I don't like it.
It's maybe a little much.
Yeah. You're talking about a guitar with like mother of pearl bird inlays and like gold hardware and that flame top. So, I mean, shit, yeah, throw some binding on the neck. Sure, why not?
Yeah, the wraparound stop-tail bridge.
Yep.
I kind of like that because it's just like makes it feel real solid.
Those guys at Thunder Road the other day, we went in there. I didn't know we were going to do this guitar. And they're like, oh, Ed, you should try that thing out because I think they kind of know my aesthetic, and it's kind of not that. And so I sat there and I tried it out. You know, I played it for a little while, and then I look over, and all three of those assholes at Thunder Road are just laughing, and they had been taking pictures of me playing that guitar, and they're over there giggling and just, you know, because they think it's real funny. Yeah. Real funny boys.
Yeah, this was kind of funny. By this point...
I'm eating some more of those licorice allsorts.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's about 10 years that the company has been in business. Is anybody playing these things? By 95 or so,
Yes.
You mentioned John Mayer would eventually come to these things. Everybody knows that Santana loves PRS, all of that. But in the beginning days...
I was thinking Santana, so I don't know who else played them.
Let's start with this series right here, the Artist 2 series, 93 to 96.
Yeah. Is this Creed?
No.
Is it System of a Down?
No.
Red Hot Chili Peppers?
It is not. It's 311.
That makes sense.
Because I know how much you like them.
Sure.
Yeah. This became an international phenomenon, Ed. And as soon as I hear things like people the world over love something, where do I go on the globe? Looking.
As soon...
Sweden.
You were playing a game. You were totally trying to get me to help, and I fucked it all up.
You know Mikael Åkerfeldt?
Is he...
He's a Swede.
Okay.
He's from Stockholm.
Oh, okay.
He's in the Swedish death metal band Opeth.
I like that.
I know you do.
I kind of like that. I don't think I'm going to be just putting this on to chill out. And,
Oh, sure you are. That song
yeah.
was called "The Twilight Is My Robe."
Oh, the other day I posted a picture of myself.
Really?
Yeah,
A selfie?
a selfie.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was me and my pug dog, me and Pepper. And someone on Twitter replied back and said, I legitimately thought you were Varg Vikernes, who is the Norwegian guy in Mayhem.
Really?
Like one of those Mayhem dudes.
Wow.
You know, those guys, they do church burnings and shit like that.
Ooh.
You know, I'm not burning any churches,
Amen.
but also seems like a weird call out.
I saw you with that pug dog. You're not the church burner guy, are you? It's possible. What do I know, right?
You don't worry about what
Yeah,
I'm burning.
yeah.
You worry about what you're burning.
96 and 97, he's going into the Artist Series Phase 3.
3.
Mahogany back with exceptional maple top is still the deal.
Where are they all built? Paul Reed Smith, Massachusetts?
Yep, Maryland.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
You said that thing was designed off of a Les Paul Jr., maybe SG, and Strat.
Yep.
Do they all have that kind of double cut Strat thing, or are there multiple models?
There
I think
are
there
multiple models.
Are those later?
It's later. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. During the Artist 3 era,
96 to something?
96 to 97.
Jesus.
Who do you like?
Who do I like?
Yeah.
REM?
Oh, yeah. REM, big PRS dudes.
Yeah. What is going on with the bass in this? Ooh. Ooh. I like that. Yeah, I hate this. What is it?
Yeah, that's Incubus. You love the... Yeah. We're just heading right down the middle of the road in terms of John and Ed's sweet spot here.
Yeah.
we're
we're
nailing all the hits.
I don't know. The kind of bands that I associate that guitar with are also just so far from what I would like and listen to. I can't think of an artist that plays that I give a shit about.
What is a genre?
Shit rock?
Could be. Here's some more.
Here's some more shit rock. Okay. Ooh. No, this I'm... Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to go somewhere terrible. Oh. It's very riffalicious.
Who could it be, Ed?
Spoiler, I hate this shit. I don't know. Wait, I'm going to feel bad. It could be... Wait, pause this. It could be, tell me who that is. I don't know.
That is Chevelle.
Yeah, I do feel bad about that. Because I do actually like these guys a little bit.
You like Chevelle?
I do, but now I hear it and it sounds very Tool-y in not a good way.
Well, you mentioned them early, so I cannot move on without helping you out here, Ed.
Oh, I mentioned this band?
Yes.
Is this REM? Is it Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Nope.
Is it System of a Down?
Nope. Creed. It's Creed. Mark Tremonti.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All of the music that you have just played summarizes my opinion of those guitars. Ed Hardy. Did I bring up the Ed Hardy thing at some point in the past? Tattoo artist guy designing some clothes or whatever. The next thing you know, assholes start buying it, and everyone associates Ed Hardy with assholes when maybe that's not exactly fair. So Paul Reed Smith guitars, I just associate them, yes, with like the 311s of the world. It's great. Do more of that. Yep.
So now we're up into, the new millennium.
Oh, great.
Interesting little story. You're going to love this one, Ed.
Okay.
I mentioned and gonged, unfortunately, the fact that 2001 our man Ted McCarty dies.
Right.
Bringing to a close
The McCarty era.
his friendship
Okay.
and collaboration with Paul Reed Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I think Paul Reed Smith wanted to do something to commemorate this.
Okay. Oh,
So he did.
okay.
He made a fantastic guitar, in my opinion, called the Single Cut. Les Paul shaped, more kind of Ted McCarty appointments, stop tail. I mean, these things are really highly regarded. If you can find a gold top specifically, they sound and look great. None of the like super duper fancy.
A gold top, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. Like, if I bought that thing with that fucking wood on it, I would spray paint it. It's just not my jam. But a gold top, gold tops are cool.
So 2001, the Single Cut comes out, and it's
Sure.
super duper popular until it isn't because our guys at Gibson
Oh, no.
fucking sued him.
Not into it.
They sued.
Okay.
Gibson filed suit, and as a result of that, manufacturing of the Single Cut ends in 2004. 3 years only, it's gone.
Okay. So those probably have a collectability.
Little bit of a caveat here.
Yeah.
2005, PRS appeals it and wins,
Oh,
so the appeals court dismisses the case.
yeah.
Woo, they can make them again.
Right.
So they're making them again. To this day, people will say, like, well, is it pre or post lawsuit Single
Right.
Cut?
Right.
Fun fact, kids,
Yeah.
all the features
Yeah.
on the Single Cut, pre
Right.
and post lawsuit,
Yep.
100% the same. Gibson,
Yeah.
they try to have that case reheard
Sure.
in federal district courts.
This is Henry era Gibson.
This is Henry era
Yeah.
Gibson. And it fails.
Good.
They take it to the Supreme Court.
What? Come on.
Who wins?
I bet Gibson won.
They lost.
Oh, hooray!
Yeah.
The system works.
Yeah.
The system, it's flawless.
Palate cleanser? What do you know about the band Between the Buried and Me?
I know that I love that name.
The Coma Machine.
Oh, I love that name too.
With a piano.
Yeah, yeah. It's got that technical precision. A little proggy breakdown. Oh. Yep, I'm not into it.
Oh, you love it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm into it.
It plays very nicely.
A guitar like that had better play pretty well when you consider what you're going to be paying for it.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you drive a Mercedes, I bet they're awesome. How come you haven't played any Santana?
I just don't like Santana.
Really? That's my job, John.
Yeah.
That's my job to not like bands.
Yeah. My job is to be open to everything. I just,
yeah.
I can't do it. But I can do Periphery.
Okay.
Want to hear a song called Remain Indoors?
Ooh, I like that, like, kind of rainbow machine-y, like, you know. These guys have got to be classified in the emo camp, right? This is an emo band.
I don't know.
It's got to be. I'm looking it up.
Oh.
I'm looking it up, guys. Progressive metal. Progressive metalcore.
He's just making shit up now.
Paul Reed Smith's artist series, they're huge in the fucking progressive metalcore scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
What about Minus the Bear? You like Minus the Bear?
Yes, I do.
They love the PRS.
Yeah. Yeah. Not progressive metalcore. They're indie rock, math rock, alternative rock,
Oh.
experimental rock, or progressive rock. Not metalcore. They do some super interesting stuff with pedals. His pedal board is bonkers because it's 4 DL4s
Wow.
that he uses as the looper, and then he has like a couple of the Boss looper pedals.
Right.
He does this thing where he just taps and does these short loops that he turns on and off, and he just like taps with his feet. It's crazy.
Wow. At this point, they do what everybody else does. There are overseas models.
Yep. When do they start doing that?
5 years ago, I think. Maybe even a little more than that.
So they held out for a while, though.
Uh-huh.
Is it a private company?
Yeah.
Do you know? It is.
Yeah, as
It
far
is.
as I know,
Okay.
it's still private.
Okay, so it's just Paul Reed Smith, the dude. That's great. Is there any more to this Paul Reed Smith story?
That's about it. They're still going strong. They're still
Yep.
doing stuff. The new
Yep.
metal, progressive couch,
Sure.
science,
They got
math,
it locked.
prog scene.
Yeah, they got that thing on lock.
They still love these things.
Yeah, everything you hear, they play amazing. Yeah.
But has your opinion of Paul Reed Smith as a company changed any?
I like the history that it's a much younger company than I would have thought. You know, I would have thought they were older. I dig that they're just largely still made in the U.S., I think.
Well, I think that's pretty good for this one.
Yeah.
Should we get the hell out of here?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. You've been listening to the High Game Podcast with John and with Ed. That's Ed right there.
Yep. Here I am. Where did we get that guitar from today?
Thunder Road Guitars.
Great.
Yep.
You guys should go check it out there.
Yep.
I spent a lot of time talking about how it's not my jam. If that guitar's your jam, I know where you can get one. ThunderRoadGuitars.com.
That's right.
Yep.
And check us out wherever you check us out.
Yeah. You could do that too.
Yeah.
Like the Instagram and stuff. We've been really stepping up our Instagram
Yeah.
game.
I hope you've noticed.
Yeah. I put some dog pictures. You put some cat pictures.
Put some cat pictures.
Yeah.
Cats and dogs.